Welcome to Chris Reynolds. Okay, first thing, man, if I go too fast, just focus harder. So, good morning to my soon-to-be freshmen. Yeah, think about it, you are a freshman now. Now, for those of you who don't know me out in the bleachers, I'm Chris Reynolds, and today is class day, or classy day, as I like to call it. And we're all here because we either finished up our high school careers, helped a kid through those 4 difficult years, or because we made up some connection we have with graduates so we can get out of class. But no matter what reason you're here, it's time to celebrate. Wearing our caps and gowns today, we're able to get a little taste of what we can expect on the day we've looked forward to ever since we first set foot in that senior locker area. Certainly a long way from the freshman days at PE. It's funny that we start here and hate it, but end here and love every second. And there are so many memories in this gym. And I realize it's hard to look back and remember all the wonderful times we've had here. It certainly is for me. I can't do much but look forward to the summer and college and a new life of independence, malnutrition, and mild stupidity. But I have looked back, and I would like for those of you in front of me to do the same. I would imagine many of you share the same feelings and emotions that I do today. Now, when I first sat to write this speech, it took me a while before I finally realized this is just like any other writing assignment. And I've been taught by such Northwest greats as the classy and charismatic Mr. Smith, the lovely and stylish Mrs. Dugan, and Mr. Golden, a teacher who is smarter than everyone in this room, and everyone knows it, including him. Now, thinking back to my roots, I thought I should use a quote and branch out from there. So I came across some words of wisdom that I would like to share with you that best convey these feelings I have today. Now keep in mind, these words come from someone who has never been to high school and will never need an education beyond the 7th grade. And despite these facts, these words seem as if they were written for the sole purpose of being used for graduation. Just like Time of Your Life and that one Vitamin C song. So, graduation. We can almost see it. That dream, dreaming. Even with that voice inside our heads that said we'd never reach it. Every step we took, every move we made, at times felt lost with no direction, and our faith was shaken. But we kept trying. We kept our heads held high. Looking back, there was always another mountain, and we always wanted to make it move. There was always another uphill battle, and yes, sometimes we had to lose. But it ain't about how fast we got here, it ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles we faced, the chances we took, sometimes they knocked us down, but we didn't break. We may not have known it, but those were the moments we're going to remember most. We just had to keep going. We got to be strong, and we just kept pushing on. Ain't about how fast we got here, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. We kept moving, kept climbing, we kept the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. About here. It's true we made it to the end, but what we'll remember and the stories we'll share will be how we made it to this point. I'm going to warn you all now, we have officially entered the mandatory cliche portion of the speech. And even saying it's cliche is cliche, but I feel it just wouldn't be a complete speech without that stereotype and original statement. So, the climb. And what a climb it has been. 4 years ago, we walked through that one big glass door because for some reason the other two were always locked. Through the same door, but each of us walked in as individuals. Half of us were Thunderbirds and half of us were Knights, and at that point in time, none of us were Huskies yet. Our class was divided. But we were in classes together, we had lunch with new and diverse people. Those who stood beside us at lockers were different, except for me because I happen to share my last name with someone who shall remain nameless. And we learned about each other and we took the time to find out what was behind that new face. Not just by ourselves, but by the school. This school took us in and started us in the greatest educational experience of our lives. We transformed from so many individuals into a class. And I like to say that we became family. We're all now part of one big family. And I'm assuming all of us here have a cell phone. And if you don't have a cell phone, then I would like to say to your parents, seriously. That tiny little device that we all tried to hide under our desk or in our bag for so long has a contact list. If each one of us texted someone else, and they texted someone else, and so on, it's guaranteed to reach every person sitting here before me. Except for the kids without phones, whose parents I say again. Really? Now, it's those connections that we've built over our 4-year climb that make this class so special. We are all bonded to one another, and going off to college, whether it's KU, K-State, or for whatever ridiculous reason, Missouri. Those bonds will not break. They will stretch from city to city and coast to coast. And that was honestly the most cliche thing I could think of to say. Now, come graduation day, each of us will be called out by our own names, from Tom Abrams all the way down to poor adorable Lizzie Zarella. And each of us will be given a diploma. And each diploma will have a name on it. And though we cross that stage as individuals, we leave together as graduating class of 2010. Now, often on a climb, once you reach the summit, the climber will often put down a flag to signify they've completed their trek and show those who come after who was there before them. The diploma we will hold in our hands is our flag. Fortunately, this is a figurative climb because I am guaranteed to have not made it to the top if genuine physical ability was involved. But Miley is right, it wasn't about how fast we got here, it wasn't about who was waiting on the other side. We've waited for this moment all our lives, but it is still just that, a single moment. Take this opportunity to remember what your classmates, your teachers, this school, and you have done for yourself to make you who you are today. High school changes and molds us into the person we will be for the rest of our lives. It creates and gives us our own identity. We spent what are sure to be some of the best years of our lives here. Now, of course, it's not all about looking back. I do have advice for you as you begin your new adventure on campus. College can be crazy, and it might be hard if your girl's not around. And it's definitely not a Northwest party. All you can steer stilettos and guess that you probably didn't get the memo. Your tummy's turning and you're feeling kind of homesick. Too much pressure and you're nervous. But then the DJ will drop your favorite tune and the Britney song will be on. The Britney song will be on. The Britney song. So put your hands up, they're playing your song. Nod your head like yeah, move your hips like yeah. Nod your hands up and they're playing your song, the butterflies will fly away. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a party in the USA. So at this point we have spanned our entire high school timeline, from the beginning to where we are now, and a little bit of what's in store for us in the future. Now, before I had a hilarious ending, but I was told by the administration over there to cut down the speech, and I did because, unlike Miley, I can be tamed. But anyway, congratulations to the Blue Valley Northwest graduating class of 2010. Come Sunday, may your hats fly as high as your dreams.